Hi everybody and welcome once again to the Toy Room. My name is Enosh, aka Enosh Fett, and today we are talking about the Star Wars Hasbro Black Series Obi-Wan Kenobi lightsaber. I picked this up a little while ago. It's actually just before Christmas, but finally just getting around to posting the video. But I wanted to show you guys some of the ins and outs of this lightsaber and some of the cool features of it. And so I love lightsabers. I've been collecting these Force Effects lightsabers ever since Master Replicas were making them in the early 2000s. And so I just want to bring this to you today. I hope you enjoy. Let's jump right into it. So of all my pieces that I have in all my collectibles, these are my favorite, my lightsabers. And I've got all the lightsabers in the Master Replica line, and I haven't doubled them for the Black Series line, but I've got all of the lightsabers that have been available in this format. You see here the hilt. At the end, here's a picture of Obi-Wan. I like how they put the characters on the end of the box. They look really nice, and you can see here the hilt. It resembles a lot Luke Skywalker's lightsaber from Return of the Jedi, except for, of course, it's blue. And then down here at the end it says Star Wars, the Black Series, Obi-Wan Kenobi Force Effects lightsaber, because nowadays everything that's of any quality seems to be in the Black Series. Right here it's the number 6. It's a 6th lightsaber in this line. That's the only part that I don't like, is that little acrylic piece right there that they say is a display. You can't really put it on the wall, and I just don't like it. I don't like it at all. I love the Master Replica versions where it was a nice plastic base with a couple acrylic pieces, and you could hang it on the wall, or you could put it on a desk or a shelf somewhere. These little acrylic pieces just stink. It takes 3 AAA batteries, and up here is all of the points of the lightsaber itself, with the lighting effects and the sound effects and the real metal hilt and that kind of thing. And then of course the really crummy display stand that I really don't like. I think for the amount of money that we spend on these items, Hasbro could spring for the nicer display, but apparently they don't feel the same way. And so you know, but I'm still gonna buy it, right? So because I love it. So here we have the box open. It comes with the styrofoam, and of course the blade is protected by a bag, and so is the hilt here. And as you can see, it's nicely, tightly packed in there with styrofoam, so that when you open it, there isn't any damage to it, hopefully. And this one looks really nice. Here is the instruction booklet that comes with the lightsaber. We got Obi-Wan there getting ready to defend himself against Darth Vader, it looks like. But the booklet, as you can see, there is how they tell you to display your lightsaber with this ridiculous plastic hilt, which I could throw right in the trash, because that's how I feel about it. Have you picked up on the fact that I really don't like these things? This is my 3rd, I believe, in this set, these new Black Series lightsabers, 2nd or 3rd, and I just really don't care for that piece of plastic at all. Here's your FCC statement, more diagrams on what the saber is, and of course here are the instructions on how to put the batteries together and the little sound piece that goes inside the hilt. But let's get to the good part, and that is, of course, the lightsaber itself. This is what it looks like out of the package. The gold is really nice against the silver kind of chrome there, and I really like the black and the tan. Like I said, it looks a lot like Luke's saber, so you can tell that Luke designed his saber after Obi-Wan's a lot here, because they look very, very similar. We'll talk about that in a minute, but there is your on-off switch, and goes on and off there. I don't have the batteries in it yet, but we'll put those in a minute. Slides back and forth. A lot of nice detail on the saber. Here's the end with your speaker, and that's where the batteries go in there. And just a really nice saber. Now let me show you how the batteries go in this. You just twist off the end here, like so. Pull it out there. Goes right on the end. Then you pull out the little sound module right there. And the old ones, they took a lot more batteries, and they were AA. These new Hasbro ones take AAA batteries and only 3. So it's interesting, but that's how it looks. That's how it goes in. And now we have to use a Phillips head screwdriver to get these little tiny screws out here. They're in there pretty good.
So we just have to loosen those and get those out so that we can put the batteries in. Once you have the screws out, you can go ahead and remove the cover and then put these batteries in. Again, they're AAAs. Just click them into place like that, and then we'll get this thing fired up and going. So once you have the batteries all together, you can put it actually into the lightsaber. You can see there that little yellow part there. It's a little triangle piece that comes up. You have to align the triangle piece on the battery module here so that it all lines up so that it slides in all the way. Goes in just like that. Now it does stick out the top a little bit. The older models, the piece goes all the way in, but here we just screw on the top, and we are ready for battle.
And here we go. As you can see, it's pretty bright. Looks pretty good. I like it. Now the saber itself is pretty lightweight in general, but looks pretty good.
Here I'll give you a little contrast with one of my red lightsabers. This is the Darth Vader saber. It's an older saber, and I think I may need some new batteries in it. But you can see what this looks like in the dark compared to the blue one. The blue one, you know, lights up everything pretty well. The red one, just a darker color, but very similar.
Weak. Don't make me destroy you.
So I want to take a look here at the similarities between Luke's lightsaber from Return of the Jedi and Obi-Wan's saber. Here you can see that the top here looks very similar. They both have that brown banding. Luke's has some black underneath that, where Obi-Wan's is gold. They both have this ribbed kind of circular pattern. Just Luke's is the chrome and Obi-Wan's is in black. They both have similar on-off switches. You can see here, Obi-Wan's is in gold. And then Luke's here turns on, this saber turns on a little differently. It has a switch on the top here instead, but that's green. But you can see very similar in design. These guys were thinking alike. So I absolutely love these sabers. I display them in my Star Wars room. Here I have Darth Maul's double-bladed saber. Of course, Kylo Ren's saber that you saw earlier in the video. Up here on the ceiling I have Vader's and Anakin's or Luke's from A New Hope. Obi-Wan Kenobi's there. And of course, Luke's from Return of the Jedi and Mace Windu's. I also have a Yoda lightsaber, but I don't have that up on the wall because I don't have another one of the cool Star Wars, one of these right here. This is the display that they used to come with, as opposed to the one that they come with now, and I don't have an extra one of these. So unfortunately, I don't have anything to hang it up there with, so I'm going to have to come up with my own way of displaying the Yoda lightsaber. Alright, but that's my lightsabers for now, folks. I will show you real quickly, this is the cheap little plastic thing that the new lightsabers come with this Black Series. I don't understand these. They're awful. I don't know why you would use one of these. I guess if you just put it on a shelf somewhere, you could use it for that. But as far as being able to hang it on a wall, see, it's got these two holes here, but they don't work for hanging the saber on the wall because you have to pull the saber up through those, and it's not actually, you know, made to put a screw in or a nail. It just won't stay. So I don't like these. Here is one of the options that they give you to display your saber on a shelf. As you can see here, the end of the saber actually hits the bottom of the shelf, and this really just doesn't work for me. Here's another way that they say that you can display it. To me, that puts a lot of stress on the blade with the weight of the hilt, and I just don't feel comfortable doing this, and I don't think that it looks as nice. This is one last option I guess you could have, but again, you'd have to put the saber low on your wall because most ceilings are lower, and you wouldn't be able to get the blade out if you put it up higher on the wall.
So there you have it, folks. That is my review of the Obi-Wan Kenobi Star Wars Black Series lightsaber. I hope you enjoyed it. And hey, do you have any of these lightsabers? Have you made a video about it? I would love to see your video, okay? So why don't you leave a comment down in the comment section. Let me know about your saber, or maybe if you like this review and you just want to leave a comment. I would love to hear your comments about this lightsaber. Also, while you're here, please hit subscribe and turn on notifications so that you know when we are doing a video, okay? Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate each and every one of you. And until next time, I'm Enosh. May the Force be with you. Bye-bye.